So we tapped our silver maple this year over by the garden in our chicken coop, and we tapped it yesterday, and we had a full bucket this morning or this afternoon. I've already emptied it, but I'll show you what we did. So this is our first experience at doing this. Created a little tin roof for it, an old milking bucket, and we can see it's still running really well. I just emptied it, and there's a good amount in there. I don't know if I can get in there. We can't, but I've got what I emptied right now cooking down, and we'll go take a look at that. So for this cooking part, I've got a propane, I guess you would call it a turkey fryer, with the biggest pot that I have, and I'm gonna boil it down to a nice amber color. It came from this container here, another old milking jug. In fact, I still have some in there. I can't get all into my pot yet, and the reason that I'm not going to use that to boil the sap down is because if you notice the walls, they kind of form a funnel up to the top, and if you do that, what will happen is as the water evaporates from the sap, it'll collect on the sides and drop back down, and it will take a lot longer to evaporate. So it'll be a little bit of a process here. We're not really set up to cook it down. I didn't really anticipate getting this much, but this was our second tree that we tapped. We did a box elder, and we got about half as much, but the box elder was tasty. It was somewhat like butterscotch. So when this gets cooked down, I'll show you what that looks like next, which will be quite a while. So as you can see now, it's coming to a full boil. Had a little bit of overflow there. I had to regulate my heat a little bit better. But now it's just a matter of getting it cooked down to that. So one of the other things I'm doing is this white foam over here, I am taking a ladle and just kind of skimming it off there. In culinary world, we call those impurities, and I'm just dumping them out. Really not that big of a deal, but like I said, I'm just going to dump it. At the halfway point. It's been boiling for about an hour. I started about 6:30. It's now 7:30, and yep, I had to bring in some artificial light because it is getting a little dark out here. But only an hour at the halfway point using the turkey fryer. But as a friend of mine posted earlier today on Facebook, reducing the syrup is a real energy buster. So we're going to have to come up with a plan for a fire pit or something like that if we want to really get the return on this. Otherwise we'll be going through a lot of protein. Now you can see the color is starting to form. We're getting that amber color, or it's starting to get there. And so now I need to watch it carefully to where I get that nice, rich, dark amber color for the syrup. So right now it's gotten a little darker, although you can't see with the steam there. I have taste tested it, and it really has a nice rich buttery flavor so far.